this. Maybe I'll just move it back. Let me turn that light off. I'm just going to move that back right there. You know what? We go like right here. And that'll be better, maybe. I really should have done this before we did that. All right. It's like we're doing something. We are live. Couldn't close that. All right. YouTube. Sorry about the screwy setup, but it is what it is. Hello, you. Do me a favor, check in. Let me know you're here. I'm trying to get this little tripod set up. I was trying to use my other laptop, and it doesn't seem to have a microphone on it. It's a really old laptop, and now it's all cockeyed. There we go. Got 5 people. What's up, Bob? What's up, West Virginia Pappy? Good to see you guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, there we go, Spags. Hopefully you guys are hearing me okay. Do me a favor, give me a sound check. I'm trying to double click. I've got my laptop down there, so I'm trying to check out my. This is all. My microphone didn't work. All sorts of stuff. Okay, looks like it's live. There we go. And okay, looks like it's live. Go ahead and mute that, and then we'll have the chat pop up on the laptop so I can actually reply to a few things. I guess I got a thumbs up for the, what's the word I'm looking for here? A thumbs up on the, and I can't share any of this stuff. All right, let's go ahead and throw it out in the Discord real quick. And let's see here. Live now. There we go. We're just going to control copy that. Boom. Sorry for the setup. Like I said, if you haven't figured it out, I am. Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate that. Preach it, son. What's up, Badge? What's going on, guys? This is all completely impromptu. Let's see here. I'm just going to throw that in there and throw this in one more place just to get that attention. I don't have any of my social media stuff set up. Man, you guys are blowing my phone up. All right, let's see here. We've got 7 people in here. Let's go ahead and, so one of the things that I've been wanting to do, and by the way, like I said, if you can't tell, I'm not at my normal location. I'm currently, one of the things that I do, that if you're a Patreon, you know, I actually manage an art gallery. I know, right? It's so different. This guy's got all these things going on. And so that's the reason for the background. Let's see, anybody want to buy that? Anybody want to buy that? That's like $4,000. Anywho, if somebody comes walking in here, I may have to go very quiet. If I sense that it will be, hey, what's up, Bradley? If I sense that it will be like a very quick interaction, I won't turn the video off. But if I feel like this is going to be somewhere I have to do lots and lots of talking, which is part of my job. What's up, Miss Melody? Then I will have to say later, Gator. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. You might get to see the old guy in action, or hear him at least. Let's see here. All right, so a couple of things that have been bothering me. I have like an entire scripted video for bricks. And because people had been asking for an update on that. And one of my methodologies when I'm making a video that somebody actually asked for is I want to make sure that it's right and that it has the relevant information inside of it. And so it takes a little bit of research. I like to actually script it out and make sure that it comes out right. It's palatable. You're getting the information that you want, and you enjoy the video. You know, it's not like this where I just start babbling on. And so that video has just kind of like get pushed to the side by all the things that are happening in my miserable little life. But the one thing that I really started working on this week, got the graphics built up for it and everything, is the economy. If you guys are on the Patreon side, you know that you should know that, let me make sure that there's actually like a link for the Patreon and all that other stuff. There is. Okay. You should know that there are things, beard is almost as luscious as mine. This thing is out of control, Major Ken. You should know that the economy is getting really bad, really bad. And You know, we're going to keep this apolitical, but obviously I'll have to use code words and things like that for, you know, the OL Presidente and the economy and the administration, and they're basically destroying America. Their mission is to destroy the middle class, because then you only have two classes. You have the lower class and the upper class. Sorry about that. Those are the two fingers that I use. Sorry. And that's what they want, because people in the middle class are they're more educated, they're more affluent, they're more knowledgeable in the facts, they have more situational awareness of the things that are going on in the world, and they don't want that. They want people to be just dumb and work off of their emotions. Do me a favor, guys. If you have not hit that thumbs up button, please do that now. That will drive more people to this live stream. And once again, if I have to leave, I will come back after that supposed person leaves the gallery. So those are the things that they want. This is why this is all really happening. This isn't like, God, this thing's out of control. This isn't like, dude, I'm the president, I'm really smart, and we're going to do things my way, and choo-choo-choo. That's not what's happening, guys. This is a very systematic, methodical plan that they're executing to destroy the middle class. Hey, good morning, Hicktown, honey. Or should I say, no, it's not good afternoon yet. It's still good morning. And they're executing it, whether we like it or not. It's right up there with, well, you know, I'm out. Everything's connected, so it's really easy to lose focus. So the purpose of this live stream is I want to talk about the I word. I don't want to say it because the algorithm, what's up, JB? Because the algorithm will instantly float this video down. It'll instantly knock it down. Now that I word, it starts with an I and ends with Asian. And it's directly connected to the economy, to the recession that we are currently in. The numbers do not lie. The numbers do not lie. If you look at the CPI, it is Consumer Price Index. It is insane, guys. It's insane. Right now, they're talking about 13%. They're actually reporting like 13% inflation right now. You know, you're talking about the price of some things being up at like 46% of their price 2 years ago. It really does mix a lot of things, and they constantly like to mess with those numbers so that they can, like, if they take, like, you know, it's like they always say that statistics are funny because you can make them say what you want them to say. You just add a variable to a fact, or you take a fact or data point out, and you end up with the numbers that you want to be able to talk about. And that's exactly what they've been doing. You know, they have kept gasoline and oil out of the CPI for a long time, and they've been able to keep those numbers down. And yeah, people are like, no, we want those in there because you are messing around. Hey, what's up? What's up, old Grumpy? Grumpy, I'm surprised you have time. You have me on the YouTubes. You got me in your ear right now while you're putting in fence posts and chasing geese. What's up, Deborah? Good to see you. Let's see. You know, and these are the things that they want you to see, and that these are the things that they want you to hear. And don't forget, we're really close to an election time, guys, and YouTube is already slamming down on things right now. You know, pretending to work at the job. Oh, you do not have a job. You're not fooling anybody. Oh, are you telling me? No, I'm actually working right now. We already made all the bills for the month. So anything that we sell is going to be gravy. So, and we just keep this place open to keep it open, to keep it alive, to keep the artist who passed away 2 years ago, to keep his art alive. Otherwise, we would just close the doors on this place and do whatever. But anyway, let me get back on point. So these are the things that they want you to be paying attention. And yes, everything else is a distraction. Absolute everything else is a distraction. And I'll talk about it for a split second. You know, okay, Hunter got freaking. You know, this is probably going to kill the video, but Hunter got freaking indicted. 3 counts, 25 years. the same special prosecutor who tried to make a deal. Now, listen, guys, all that's going to happen is that they're going to go to another judge in a federal court, and they're going to say, okay, well, we charged him, but we want to make a deal. And I mean, there's taking this case, they have all of the evidence. The prosecution has all of the evidence already. It's not a matter of proving it in a court of law. If they just threw the folder up there and said, Judge, here's the facts, he would be convicted on the spot, you know. But the reality is that what's going to happen is they're going to go for another plea deal, because that's exactly what the special prosecutor tried before. Now, but he knows that his neck is on the chopping block as well with the national people, that they will not accept this, and that they already tried this once with a federal judge. Now, will it go back to the same judge? I don't know. No one does. I don't think it will. I think there's a rotation that they use. But it's also a legal strategy to try to delay. You know, somebody just posted in there that they'll try and drag it out. Yeah, they will to an extent. But here, let me throw you. I don't have my tinfoil hat stuff here. Let me throw one at you. I was thinking about this morning. What if Joe pardons him right after he's convicted of whatever, and then steps down? What if? Let that one stew around your brain, Hasselgrip, for a little while. Because let's face it, over 50% of the Democrats polled do not want him to be the next president. They don't have any choices. And who's going to step in? Well, it's not going to be Kamala, because everybody hates Kamala. It's going to be Gavin Newsom. You watch. Let's see what happens. Let's see if my crazy tinfoil hat ideas actually work. What do you think? Put something in the comments. Do me a favor, guys. Put something in the comments. It'll draw more people here. That's how the algorithm works. The more active you are, the more people get drawn in by the algorithm. And it's good for the channel. Also, I see that there's 11%. Michelle Obama. That's funny. That's funny. We're trying to stay away from the politics, but since we do have the tinfoil hats on right now, yeah, no, Michelle Obama will never be the president. That's never going to happen. Let's see. And the reality is, you know, it's like, so the qualifications to be the president of the United States is, I believe that you must have been born in the United States or born an American citizen, and you must be 35 years of age. And I think there's a thing in there about felonies, but I'm not exactly sure. But those are the basic qualifications. Right now, the Democrats, you mean Big Mike? I know, right? Thud. But you know, the word qualifications is being thrown around all over on Twitter. Okay, and hey, what's up, Star? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's like, so what are the qualifications? Please tell me. I'll wait. And then you get crickets, because their qualifications are touchy-feely, woke this and woke that, and it's all crazy. What's up, David? It's gone past sickening to maddening, the ridiculousness that we have to put up with. But let's get back. Once again, here we go. We get distracted. All these little data points are connected to each other, but we get distracted. So back on the economy, guys, I can tell you that it's going to be bad all day long. But here's the thing. What you have to do is you have to think about what you're doing to prepare for it. Because at this point, everything that we have, both parties, for the least, offensive, incompetent candidates. I don't know, man. I don't know. This all go back to, I had a conversation, because I don't really want to talk about politics, but I'm going to tell you this brief story. I had a conversation. I used to work for this very nice lady, and she worked in a male-dominated industry that was conservative dominant. What's up, Eagle Lover? And one day she started talking to me, and I realized that she was a Democrat. And then she realized that I realized that she was a Democrat. She's like, yeah, I'm a Democrat. And it was like, so what do you think's what's stopping you from voting, as more centrist, and she's like, well, the whole abortion thing. I was like, well, you're right. We really shouldn't play with that. To me, that's someone's looking in my window. They just pulled up here and they're looking in my window. So hopefully they won't. No, they walked away. Woo. But anyway, I said, you're right. If they just, if Republicans would just leave that whole abortion thing alone, they wouldn't have all these problems. Well, guess what they did this time? Yeah, guess what old Trump did? He, he, that's what, that vote, it happened. That was something that was real, They left it alone. And I was like, and so what is the other thing? And now that guy outside my window just made me lose my train of thought completely. And I can't remember. Maybe it'll come back to me. Whoever just jumped in, thank you. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. This is impromptu. You check out my other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is just live from the gallery. I'm in between customers right now. And I've been wanting to talk about the economy for some time now, but have not had time to actually make a formal video. So what are we doing as preppers to prepare for what, I hate to say for what's coming, because it's going to get worse, but it's already bad now. So it's not like it's coming. It's not like this dead cliff fall off moment, where oh my God, we're in the shit now. It's not like that. It's more like we've been getting, I don't know, mosquito bitten for about 2 years, and now the crocodile is going to come out, Let's see. Deborah says, I had to lower price on my home on the market. Yes. Realty, guys, if you didn't know this, realty has not been doing good at all. There used to be a realty company right next door. They had to close the doors because people were not buying anything because the interest rate has through the roof. On the last property, if you look at all the other videos where I'm out more in the country. It's a completely different background, walking through the woods, camping shed, all that stuff. And that property was probably going to be about, it was basically worth, its tax value was worth about $175,000. But they were going to list it for $450,000. And I was like, well, guess we're not buying this place. And here's the funny thing. If you, and I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm close here because I ran it. There's these little calculators that you can use online to tell you what the interest rate is going to be. It'll tell you how long you're going to, or not the interest rate, but how much you're going to pay, what your monthly payment's going to be, and how much you're going to pay every single payment. It's pretty magical stuff. And once I put in all the numbers, I was going to end up paying over $500,000 over 20 years for a $160,000 property or $175,000 property. Absolutely, completely insane. And that's why people are not buying houses. They can't afford it. Not because their freaking their interest rate is going to be high, or because the average I think is somewhere between 6.7 and 7.5, but there's some that are so as high as 13%. Absolutely insane, so once you look at the amount of money that you're spending over a 20-year period of time, you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. It looks all good up front. It's they're talking about almost $2,000 a month, and it's like, no, man. And so we had to leave there because of that, and now we're in a different place, more apartment-like, we'll say, and the house is in the process of being prepared, and there's nobody to buy it. Nobody will buy it. And we told her, don't do this. This is a really, really bad time to do it. But she wanted to do it. So I wish her the best. That's all I can say. But the people are not buying things anymore because of the cost of these items. People are cutting back. They're looking for deals everywhere. The price of gas went up another 5 cents yesterday here in this little town. It's gonna get crazy, guys. It's gonna get crazy. But back on the initial question, what are you doing to prepare for it? What are you doing to make that, remember those things, water, food, and security, What are you doing to prepare for that? Because I tell you what, at a certain point, food may get so expensive, you're gonna have to decide whether you pay your mortgage or you eat. things could get that bad. Now, I'm not talking Venezuela bad, but I'm talking about like you're not middle class anymore. You're now living in a home that you thought was going to be your forever home, and you can't afford the mortgage on it. They say homelessness is through the roof because people are being kicked out of their own homes because they can no longer afford the mortgages. And we're not talking about variable interest rates. We're talking about like fixed interest rates. Hey, no problem. I had a good job. My home is locked into place, and I was making enough money to pay this, that, the other thing, and everything is fine. And then one day, one little price went up, and then they could no longer live paycheck to paycheck, and they had to decide what bills they were going to pay. I've been in that position myself when I've been in between jobs. I've always been able to find, before I went into business for myself, I was always able to find a job in the field that I worked in, because of course I'm the best. And if you are watching this and you know I'm the best at that job. But I put that aside because that had a lot to do with, people not staying alive in other places. And I grew past that. So I've always able to find a job, but I also knew that there could also be a 3 to 6 month period in between jobs because I'm an independent contractor, and that's how we roll. You always have to make sure you got a bank account and it's got some cash in it, so that when you run out of stuff. Oh, what? Get off my screen. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look at the chat. You guys put some stuff in there. Deborah, thank you very much. I appreciate that for pushing everybody to hit that like button. Let's see. I just had to lower the price there. We did that. With houses in Florida, the insurance is a big factor. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know somebody who does floodplain management for a place, we'll say, that's bigger than a city. And if some places they can't buy houses because of the way laws are set up, and the house is in a floodplain, so it requires flood insurance, but they can't buy the flood insurance because that particular municipality didn't do the work that they were supposed to do to get those things set up. Figure that one out. So yeah, that's pretty. Insurance is always a big factor. Let's see here. Grumpy Acre says, I took a pay cut. Now we don't have the disposable income to take advantage of good deals you can find when people start selling equipment and toys. Yeah, exactly. Was Economic Ninja always pushes that, basically have some cash ready to go. So when the bad times come, you don't just get to thrive, you get to buy up everybody's trash. And it's pretty good. If you remember the Great Recession, I think they do that just so they can like stroke Obama's freaking head, because he supposedly saved us from all that, even though everything was in place and he just had to step it and sign stuff when he became president. But anyway, I think Michelle was like, she had her hand up his ass and telling him what to do. I don't know. But that whole Great Recession, you remember everybody was selling like all their toys. Their Sea-Doos, their boats, their motorcycles, art, so we're starting to see that now. One of the things that I do is I actually appraise art. And so people have been calling and saying, hey, can you tell me how much this piece of art is worth, like over the phone, like that's really going to work. So they know what to ask people. And, obviously I have to turn them away because that's just stupid. But the other thing I'm telling them too is to hold on to it, because if it's so bad that you're selling your art, then you're never going to get its real value. But anyway, people are selling all their toys, and they're selling all their toys, their extra cars, things like that, because it's not getting good, because they can't afford to keep insurance on 2 or 3 cars, because the insurance on that motorcycle that's sitting in that garage just, with dust on it, because, for whatever reason, you just need the money, you need that cash, so people are starting to sell their toys, and that is a sign that we are we're in economic troubled waters. So people can do some weird things, but let's see here. Let's see, Bad Shark Crazy. Batshite Crazy. Are you in the UK? Batshite Crazy? Because most people don't talk like that. That's normally like Ireland, Scotland, England area, that kind of thing. Put something in the comments for me. Let's see here. Sharp Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But you're probably talking about the Economic Ninja. Let's see here. D-Pate, how much down? Oh, that's for you guys. Let's see here. Dog and Ball, good to see you, lady. Good to see you. Of course, I'm really, really late. Yeah, well, this was all completely impromptu, so it doesn't really matter. I think we're all doing something for something, you know. Let's see here. You went from 348K to 329K. Yeah. Yeah, Deborah, you're probably, I mean, unless it's a mansion, you're probably going to freaking be going lower than that. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. If you know, I mean, if you have the ability, you know, if you have the ability to maintain the property and you have the ability to pay the taxes on it, I would just say keep it. I would just say keep it. I mean, unless, obviously, I don't know your situation, but, you know, I would tell you the same thing I tell people about art that they're trying to sell. Just keep it, you know, because the market's going to come back. You know, recessions only last for somewhere, statistically, recessions only last between 6 and 18 months. And the reason that happens has a lot to do with election cycles. Election cycles are now 2 years. Some people say they're 3 years, but they're basically 2 years. Hello from the north, Alan Giroux. Alrighty then. There you go. What's going on, Broseph? I haven't talked to you in like forever. Yeah, I'm so if you guys aren't a Patreon, do me a favor, take a look at the link in the description. Patreon is one of the ways to keep things going here on this channel. You can support the channel. There are things inside the Patreon that you're probably interested in, but I try to talk to my Patrons at least once a day. And then on Fridays, I try to do a live stream with them. Now, Alan, I'm sorry. I'm probably already been dedicated to do something else. And the Patrons, we really need to talk about like when would be a better time that's going to do this. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays are like my optimal days where I can like get things done that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So those might be our magic dates. You guys mill that around. Send me some messages in the Patreon or in the Discord, and we'll figure something out. You know, I always try to make sure that you guys are getting what you want. Sometimes it's just not gonna happen, you know. So, but let's see. What do we got here? Deborah out. Let's see. Eagle Lover says, since I have turned my suburban home into a homestead, I bought my first piece farming equipment last week. Gotcha. I absolutely love that. I'm gonna hit the heart button there. I got a touchscreen laptop down here. Bloop, bloop. You got to give you a little heart right there. Give you a little 100%. Boom, boom. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, the economy is not. I really wish I still plan on making that video about the economy, but I'm so busy with 7,000 other things that it's kind of fallen by the wayside. It's really kind of fallen by the wayside. So do me a favor. If you got some preparedness questions, and throw them in the chat, and that'll give us a little bit more to talk about. Because like I said, this is about it. This live stream is about the economy, but obviously it's a prepper channel, and God, my beard is crazy. I've got to do something with this thing. It's gonna, at some point it's gonna get trimmed. I think it's gonna get trimmed. So you go ahead and put something in there. You could put something in that chat right there while I take a sip of this coffee. We're about half an hour into this. I think we're doing pretty good. What do we got here? How is it going? Hey, Kentucky Patriot Prepper. Good to go. I'm finally back in action. Nice. It's going pretty good. We were just talking about the economy for the last half an hour. How bad it is, how bad it's going to be, and how people are trying to adjust to it. You know, I would probably, thanks, not praying, by the way. Not prying. No, you're not prying. Oh, okay, I got you. You're talking to DP. Gotcha. I said that wrong. It didn't even come out right. Don't type. You never type DP in the chat, man. Right now, I think all we can do is prepare for the prepare for what has been done to the economy. We are in a recession, but nobody wants to admit it. And then when they finally do admit it, what's going to happen is they're going to tell you it's going to take a couple of years to get out of it. It's like, it's there's like that shady contractor who built something for you. Well, you won't know until this settles or the color dries, and it's like, you're a real professional would actually know these kind of things, and that's economists do that in the yellow. What's going on, Window Liquor? Real economists will actually know these things and can give you. I mean, they're not fortune tellers. They don't know the future. They don't have superpowers, but they can look at the numbers and look at statistical theory and history and find out how long it takes to do things. Prep for today is putting more meat in the freezer. Yes, absolutely. The girlfriend's constantly looking at my meat shelf, and I don't mean that in a sexy way, but I actually have a shelf that's full of meat, canned meat. And she's like, God, there's so much meat there. I said, yeah, but the protein is the number one thing that you're going to have the biggest problem with when they close the stores. When a can of beef is $5 a can, it's crazy, What do we got here? Query, agricultural tax exemption, rural dirt, what's better? Rural dirt. Well, I mean, the only agriculture tax exemption I know of is like building things, but rural dirt. I don't know what you're asking, bro. I don't know what you're asking. I love your emoticons though. Digging ditches with the excavator. Yeah, and that's always fun. That's always fun. But yeah, water, food security. I've been saying that for years. What is it? Anyone can dove beef. Can dove be frozen? I don't know. Someone answer that question. I mean, it's a protein. It's meat. I mean, I don't see why not. You can freeze deer. You can freeze any kind of fowl. So I would think, yeah. Late to the show, but hi. What's going on, Ian? Good to see you. You're not late, bro. You're not late. This is all completely impromptu, but I appreciate it, man. Kentucky Purpose says a small run. I got to get rid of this stupid. These. There we go. The heart is in the way. I run a small shop. Down an average 30 economy is killing me. Oh, sales. Gotcha. Yeah, it is. Window Liquor. I've been really good. I've been super busy for basically over 40 days of nothing but just nonstop. I mean, the Patreons know I send them my Fitbit screenshot once a week. Man, I was averaging like anywhere from, I don't know, 12 to 20,000 steps a day. It just would never stop. I was eating while I was walking, that kind of thing. But you've got to look. Let's talk about protein. Fill your freezers. Power's going to go through the roof. I'm expecting a huge power bill. Huge power bill. I already paid the power bill for the last house, and that one was a little bit more than I expected. And then the power for this place and then the actual apartment. I'm expecting a huge power bill. Hopefully it isn't like credit card debt huge. You're going to have your power no matter what. And as long as you can afford it anyway. But fill your freezers. Window Liquor says hunting season is here. Yeah. But the deer will run out. We have so many deer on the Eastern Shore. It's not even funny. But if all hell breaks loose and the Walmart's all closed, the deer's only going to last so long. They proved that during the Great Depression. Basically, deer were hunted almost to extinction in the United States. That's why you started getting stuff like squirrel soup. Yep, dove season. There you go. It's almost depressing to talk about this stuff, but it's easier to talk about with you guys because I know that you understand what I'm saying. I know that what I'm saying isn't going in one ear and out the other. It's actually like being locked around. It's bouncing around inside your brain housing group. It's trying to get out, but your brain won't let it. So if we don't I gotta go. I feel like I need to go to Walmart right now and buy 6 cans of something. That's what I feel like I need to do. That's what I feel like I need to do. Keep your heads up, everyone. Yeah, it's easier for people to see you. Yeah, and you know me. I don't like to do doom and gloom, but the reality is that these are shit times. These are absolute shit times, and we know what caused it. We know exactly what caused it, guys. It didn't. This isn't from the old guy. They've stopped making that excuse. It's no one will accept it. This has got nothing to do with that place that we keep sending money and people and bullets, big bullets to it. Because if I say that word, then the YouTube algorithm will grab it and go, no, don't talk about that. It's not about that, because they try to do that. It's not about that thing that we're not allowed to talk about. It's not about that. It's not about any of that stuff, guys. This has everything to do with stupid people electing stupid people and knowing that they're doing it because we should be more caring. Yeah. Oh no, I've got somebody staring at my window. They kept walking. There we go. And that's what this is. That's what this is all coming down to. That's what this is all coming down to. What do we got here? Let's see. Kentucky Prepper says, just got applesauce in the canner. I know, Hicktown, you were talking about that before. That's great. Kentucky says, I think the next year will be far worse than anything we have seen yet. Deborah says, it's been years in the making. Yeah, see, here's the thing. We thought the recession was coming this year. That was our initial thoughts in the January time period. And nobody talked about it. Then they denied it. And so, but here we are in the middle of it, and they still won't recognize. And it's, if you're not, you guys should be to the point where you know that everything that comes out of their mouth is bullshit. You really should be there, okay? Psychologically, mentally, emotionally. You should know that, so it should not be a surprise to you, and it should not bother you, even though deep down in your guts you know that it does. You just know you have to take a breath and say there are stupid people in the world, and whoa, there you go, first yawn. That's not bad. 11:45. Hey, first yawn of the day. But it really, that's what's caused it, and you should be beyond it. It's like when it's like that person in your town where you know that they're dirt. You know what I'm saying? You know that the second you turn your back, they're going to try to steal something from you. But they smile at you and you wish them the best and you hope. And you kind of feel bad for them a second, but then you realize that would be stupid. That's the kind of environment, the kind of people that we're working with right now. And when I say we, it's not a small group of people anymore. These aren't outskirts. These aren't outliers. This is a main portion of the United States. Now, will they be smart enough during the election to go, yeah, we're not making that mistake again? No, what they're going to do is they're looking for Gavin Newsom. That's what they're doing. They're praying Gavin Newsom will enter the race because he's going to be the white Obama. That's what's, you watch. Someone will say that. But hopefully the people of California will be smart enough to turn red like they did with Reagan, because Newsom has absolutely destroyed the state of California. And any Californian who says that he hasn't has a mental disorder. That is not me just talking, guys. That's not me, because you know me, I don't like to play the name game, They have a mental disorder. There is something wrong in cuckoo land if they think that Gavin Newsom has done anything good for that state. If spitballing here, just spitballing here, YouTube. It's called discourse and discord. It's called a conversation amongst adults. Let's spitball here for a second, because if all the people in the state of California turn red, think about all of the craziness that they would be knocking out of their internal politics, because they're blue from the top down. You've got 3 or 4 counties that are red, but for the most part, they're all blue. Think about the turmoil that would create on the state level, on the local, on the county, and the municipality level. You know, just getting rid of these stupid people, and then now they have to go and fix all this crap that those that wear blue ties have done to their state at all levels. It's absolutely insane. You know, I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually from Hawaii. I know I don't have the Dakine sound, and I don't say "hey, brah" a lot. You know, what's up, RC? But you hear about what's going on with the police over on Maui. They have the governor of, I'm sorry, the mayor of Maui has made it has issued an executive edict saying that anybody who films any of the damage over there is going to be arrested. And then you've got they call them sheriffs. That technically they are sheriffs. They're on Maui. The deputies, they're out thumping their chest, being tough guys, instead of like being like real good police officers, you know. And honestly, Hawaii has had a problem with that for a long time. They had a problem with it when I was there, when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? But this has been actually confirmed that the cops are just running amok on Maui, the sheriffs or the deputies, and it's been confirmed by the National Guard and the local police. So where they think they're getting this power from, you know, I mean, if you're on Maui and you're watching this video and you're in law enforcement, I would caution you, because there's more of them than there are you. There always has been, there always will be. Someone is at my door right now, so I may have to walk away here in a second. Nope, she's walking away. Let's see, I can't tell. Well, I don't know. She's coming back. She's coming in. So I'm going to go. I don't know what she's doing. She's staring. She's putting her hair up and she's staring up at my roof or my ceiling. Let's see what happens. You know what? YouTube really needs an intermission video. What the hell is this woman doing? We have some crazy people in this town. I don't know what she is doing. I guess I'll just wait for her to come flying through my door. Package thief. Well, we do have one of those cameras, those doorbell cameras outside, but there's been no need for it to go off. I think she may have been like using the reflection in the glass of the door to fix her hair, but who knows? Package thief. I do need to go check my PO box, and I do need to get the mail out of the slot, but. Using as a mirror. There you go. That's right, Hicktown. That's probably what she was doing. Let's see. We've been at this for 43 minutes. Wow. Do me a favor. If you have a subject you would like to speak about, put that in the comments. If you have not hit that like button, please do. What's up, Light Raider? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's see. Early purple paint deal meant as prepper information Google search. I don't know. Purple paint. I feel like if I search for this, something's going to pop up on my computer that I don't want. Purple paint. All right. So all I'm seeing is artwork, art paint. Am I searching for the wrong thing? Purple dash. Okay, let's try purple dash paint. All right. Purple paint. Okay. Now all I'm seeing is colors, bro. I think you tricked me. I think you tripped me. All right, so I'm not seeing anything in the chat, which is there we go. There. I think the purple paint only applies to certain states. What is this in reference? Is this like a a government thing where they paint your house a certain color? What are you, or are you talking about purple as in it's red and blue mixed together to make purple? To identify the state. Trespassing law is purple paint. Oh, that's interesting. I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that. Purple trespass paint. Okay. No hunting purple. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what's the best paint for property lines? Okay. Purple paint law, trespassing rules and regulations. All right. Purple paints, trees, fence, or other means keep out or no trespassing in many states. This legislation means that homeowners can, I don't want to buy that. Get out of here. Homeowners can legally sign to hikers, hunters that stay off their private property. If a person ignores the purple marking, they can legally be held responsible for trespassing on private property. It works just as a sign works, indicating the land is individually owned. Wow, that's I like that. I don't know if it's valid in the state of Virginia, but let's see here. I'm going to type down purple trespass paint, Virginia. Virginia code. All right, see, color of paint prescribed for posting land. The color paint prescribed for posting land in accordance with this code, that code, shall be aluminum or purple. Gotcha. I gotcha. Let's see here. Trespassing in Virginia means entering some. Okay, we know that. Okay, yeah, so I guess purple paint works in the state of Virginia. I like it. Knowledge. Purple paint on fence posts means no trespassing. I got you. How do you guys know all this stuff and I don't? Let's see. Some states don't allow. Gotcha, dog and ball. Well, it is very interesting. I don't live in the middle of nowhere anymore, so I don't know if that would actually work here. I live in a very large apartment now. My whole preparedness life has changed. Let's see. We use old cheap drill pipe and those purple stripes on navy gray. Harder to make down in trees. Good hunter knows this. I learned it while hiking. Well, I mean, they just put signs everywhere out here. I've never seen any purple paint out here. They just put signs. They use the power lines, and then just like I think it's every 100 feet, it's like every other pole, there's a sign for no trespassing or private land. What else we got, guys? We're running up on 48 minutes of stream time. How's my battery on this thing? This is the old cell phone that I like to use. All right, there we go. I really didn't have, where are we at here? Thoughts on Kim and Putin meeting? Oh, well, I mean, so Kim has got a military arsenal. He's got oodles and oodles of artillery shells. That's why they're best buds now. So basically they sold them to Russia, and now they got to get them over there, and so they can use them because the Russian defenses along those borders, and we don't want to really talk too much about this using those words because of the algorithm. And it's very World War I-ish, where there's trench warfare. There are defined borders, and that means that artillery is king. So if you're firing oodles and oodles of hold on. I thought I just saw somebody who may be walking in here, but anyway, if you basically have a front line, you're going to have oodles and oodles and oodles of artillery, and that means lots and lots of artillery shells. So if you don't have them and you've used up your stock and you can't make them fast enough, well, the other countries, they make them because everything's modeled after. All the bad guy stuff is always modeled after Soviet munitions. And so, yeah, they're going to make them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they're there. They need artillery shells. Right now, the king of battle is artillery. They like to call themselves the king of battle, but in the end, it's the guy standing on the ground. So that's really what's happening over there. Let's see. You still coming to Saluda next week? I am, Light Raider. I am. I've got to get some new tires on the truck on Tuesday, and then I start my prep for that. You'll be able to find me mostly at the It's Doomsday podcast booth, but I will be walking around talking to different vendors, doing meets and greets and stuff like that. Let's see here. Time to start your winter garden. Yes, it is. Especially if you're doing the seedlings. Yeah, you're sprouting seeds. Definitely. Let's see here. Spray paint the fence, T-post, D&B product. That's problematic. I'm on time for this. Hey, what's up? What's going on above? I haven't seen you in a while. You're just in time. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get out of here in like 9 minutes. Let's see here. Eagle said, get sucker. Man, I really wish this stupid thing wasn't in my way. There's like this little icon that I can select to like make, maybe if I change my page graphic size or something. No? Oh, there it is. It gets in the way of the text. What are we doing? Let's do that. All right. I'm winter prepping my house. There you go. Let's see. Get sucker rod oil field spurs cut to length. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. All right. So let's see. I forgot to tell you guys. If you get a chance, go to, you know what, I'll actually put it in the chat. localprepper.net. If you get a chance, go to localprepper.net. That probably didn't work right, but localprepper.net. And I've actually got some new merch. I got some new hats that were made up. I think I like them. I've ordered some myself. They will not get here in time for Prepper Camp, but I have some that actually have a new, I have a special logo that I use for Patreon. So if you're a Patreon and you want one of those, you might want to go check it out. You will recognize that logo. It's different than my regular circle one. But you can also buy them in lots of different colors. I got the camouflaged one. I like camouflage. Let's see here. And then obviously, if you have not hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You're going to get a lot more of this stuff. Like this is very unscheduled and impromptu. I may do some more like this, simply because it's a really good use of my time. I can sit here on the gallery floor and just kind of wait, for somebody to come in so I can like, that kind of stuff, but it's a good use of my time. And I think hopefully I'm giving back to you guys because I have been AWOL for some period of time, like over 40 days, Let's see here. I'm late to the show. I'm good. Been prepping, investing myself in my night vision. I'm Achagunin. Other than that, stacking water, food, water, freedom, peas. There you go. How are you? Above, I mean, I've been great. You've been as AWOL as I have, but that's because I have disappeared. I disappeared myself so that I could do the move. I literally moved an entire household from one house to the other with an SUV, and it took me about 40 days, and it was pretty interesting. Oh, let's see here. What we got here? Scared, full effects, infrared customers, drones get popular. It hasn't been, we still recognize you. It hasn't been that long. It's been like this long since you guys have seen me. It's been about that long since you guys saw me. Yeah, I do. I do have a drone. It's a shitty little drone, but I do have a drone that I have access to. If you use a drone with your videos, then technically you're supposed to have your FCC drone license. Otherwise, the FCC will be like, hey guys, you're supposed to do that because you're supposed to have you're on at YouTube, so that makes you commercial, and yeah, you need a license, Let's see here. I'm just saying, if you have T-post fencing, just spray it purple and no need to hang so many signs. Yeah, I got you, bro. That makes sense. That makes sense, Eagle. That makes sense. Let's see here. Vis-a-vis night action. Gotcha. All right, let's see here. We have run up on basically 1 hour, and as much as I would like to continue to talk to you guys, because I really do like spending time with you, I do have some things that I have to take care of. Maybe I'll pop in later on today. Maybe we'll do this again later on today, just cause. It'd be like, I'm back or something like that. You know, we'll have fun with it. I got to charge this phone up. It's starting to die. And I'm trying to make my laptop work so I can actually, I have a backup laptop. I'm trying to make it work for when I go to prepper camp so I can actually like upload stuff to you guys and make videos or do live streams or whatever it is. And it's not cooperating. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. Do me a favor. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that for me. If you have not hit that like button, make sure that you hit that. Also, check your subscriptions. YouTube has been unsubscribing people again. Take a look at the Patreon. Take a look at localprepper.net and the merch. The merch button, and it should be up someplace. If you're on your phone, it'll be on the 3 little lines. Go to that. And you'll find the merch. The caps should be right at the very beginning. Till the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I will see you when I see you, which could be very, very soon. I'm going to start pushing buttons now. We'll see if we can't figure this out. Bye-bye.